What's going on, everybody? Today I want to talk about something important that I've been trying to practice every single day for the past few months, and it's something I've been doing for years, but I never really understood why or even realized it, and never sat down and thought why is it we do this? And it's something you guys all do. Like, we all do it. It's the reason we go to work. It's the reason we work out. It's the reason we all think about it. And what I'm talking about is your future self. Like, we're all chasing a future state or a future self or a dream outcome that we imagine ourselves to be in. That's why we go to work. That's why we work out. That's why we go out. That's why we do this, we do that, whatever it may be, because one day we'll be here. One day we'll be making this money. One day we'll be doing this. One day we'll be, insert X, insert dream outcome, insert state, whatever it may be that we all imagine in our heads. And so what I'm trying to say is, recently I realized, well, for my dream outcome at least, like, what does that person actually do? Okay, well, they probably wake up early. Okay, I can do that now. Okay, well, they probably go to work right away. Okay, I can do that now. And then they probably work out every day. Okay, I can do that now. They probably eat healthy 99% of the time. Okay, I can do that. They probably don't drink a lot. Okay, I can do that now. Probably don't stay up late. Okay, I can do that now. Probably don't scroll on their phone all day. Okay, I can do that now. Probably walks like 30 minutes a day. Okay, I can do that now. Like, you start looking at it, you're like, wait, why am I chasing the future self when 90% of the future self, aside from the material objects, I can just already do? And so that's the big overarching theme of this video. That's, quit chasing your future self and just become them. Like, all the actions that make up your future self, why not start doing them now? One, so that you can stop chasing and just start being. And two, because they're going to get you a lot closer to your goal, because obviously your future self, the actions they're doing got them to that goal, and it keeps them at that goal. So you should just start doing them right now, and you'll get to your goal faster, and you won't be chasing your future self because you're already acting like your future self, and then you just become. And so when this hit me, I was like, well, shit. I was like, golly, you know what I mean? And so for a lot of you guys, whatever your dream outcome is, I'm sure you guys can imagine, like, okay, well, what does day-to-day look like? What do they actually do? How do they act? How do they talk? Where do they walk? Where do they talk? Where do they, yeah, with who do they walk? With who do they talk? Like, all those things. And you can just start doing them. Like, 100% you can start doing them. Yeah, you're not going to drive the Maserati. You're not going to be dating the 10 out of 10, you know what I mean? You're not going to be eating caviar and fucking filet mignon, but there's some similarities. But for the most part, you can still do like 99% of the things that your future self does, just without, the material stuff and the money or whatever your dream outcome is. There's always going to be some, percentage of things that you can't do, but for the most part, you can do all that. Anyways, I wanted to share that with you guys. Another thing I've been thinking about is, all these people that say, oh, cutting people off, it's good, it's good, it's good. It is good, but it's one of those things where, at least for me, I just realized, like, I don't like cutting people off. I get why I do it naturally. I'm naturally an introvert. But for me, it helped to realize, like, life is too short. Like, you're gonna die one day. Like, time is so finite, and it goes by so fast, and every day that you live goes by faster and faster. Like, yesterday was slower than today. Tomorrow's gonna be faster than today. The day after that is gonna be faster than the day before that. Every day just goes by faster and faster until one day you're gone. It's like, I might as well only spend it talking to the people I want to talk to, doing the things I want to do, where I want to do them, with who I want to do them, at the time that I want to do them. And I don't care about explaining it to other people or like caring about how they feel. Even if they look at me the wrong way, like, I don't care, because again, I don't care what they think, because I'm gonna die and they're gonna die too. And it sounds selfish, but it's just like the fact of the matter. It's the fact of the matter. And so that helps me realize, and it helps me understand, it's like, well, why am I doing this? Like, why am I just, bullshitting around? Why am I wasting time with these people? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? If I know I'm just wasting time to avoid, some discomfort, or avoid something that I know I need to do that'll get me closer to where I want to be, whatever it may be. And so, yeah, cutting people off is good. I think, you have to understand. I think I try to do it prematurely sometimes, or like when I was younger, like right out of high school, I'm cutting these people off, but I wasn't even acting the way I wanted to act. And I don't know, I feel like there was just some maturing that needed to happen with me, at least, but maybe some of you guys are different. But, now that I'm doing, I'm cutting people off, and, as I get older, it's just like, well, I'm going to die, bro. Like, maybe it's just me getting older. Maybe that's what it is. But it's like, man, I'm going to die one day. Like, I'm already working for my business. I work hard for my money and this and that, whatever. It's like, as you get older, it's like, I don't have time for the, for people I don't care about. But that leads me to my next thing. It's also probably like a humility thing, maybe. I don't know. But I like, we all know business humbles you. And if you don't know that, well then, I don't know if it's true or not, but for the most part, I think people would agree, like, business is humbling. Especially anybody who owns a business, like, yeah, it humbled me. It'll like kick you in the gut, kick you to your knees, whatever. But I've always wondered, like, why? Why? And I think it's because you learn to value a job that pays you by the hour. When you only do a certain amount of work, you're bullshitting around the other half of the time, you get weekends off, whatever. Like, you learn to value a job so much more whenever you're the business owner, because then you got employees dicking around and this and then you got payroll, you got credit, you got fucking loans to pay, the credit card, then you get whatever slice of the pie is left. So I think you learn to value, and like, you had to work a dog just to get that one client, whatever. So I think you just learn to value, a job so much more. You learn to value money so much more. It's like, well, shit, now I see how the world works. It's like the business owners aren't the pieces of shit. The rich people really aren't the pieces of shit. I mean, there's pieces of shit everywhere, right? But I think you just look at the world a little bit differently after you've proven your value. And I'm not saying if you have a job, you're not valuable. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, let's say I'll give you an analogy. If you get out of college, you get to your degree, you're going to get a job, and there's going to be a range. They pay 70 to 150K a year, or 70 to 120K a year. And depending on how good your resume is, depending on how good you are at selling yourself, whatever it may be, you can get a job that lands you at 95K a year, whatever. Okay, you're at 95K a year. Let's say you quit that 95K a year job and you go to start a business. And you say, I'm going to be doing the same things, but I'm doing it for myself. Cool. That business owner is going to say, I am paying you 95K. That business owner is going to tell you, go kick rocks. They don't care what the hell they just, you know what I mean? Like, they just care, like, what can you do for me? And that is value. That's like, it devalues you because you're like, well, I have to get my skills up. I have to be better at this. I have to be better. I have to be better. I have to be better until they're going to pull out their wallet and give me some of their money. Nobody cares like what paper or what they said, what she said, he said. It's all hearsay. It's all like, how much money can you make me, or what value can you bring to me that I'm willing to pay you money for? And sometimes you think like, oh, I'm so valuable, they're gonna give me 5K, and maybe they do, but sometimes they don't. And I definitely know that, where I'm like, you know what, this is definitely worth $1,000. And they were, and I've had business owners tell me like, no, like, I hated what you did, you were so bad at it, oh my gosh, like. And so you learn to just look at yourself in the mirror. It's like, I need to step up my game. I need to get better. I'm not that, I made a job that paid me 50K a year. I can't even pull in $1,000. So how can I work on my skill set? How can I work on my value? So it really recalibrates where you fit into the economical market. Because with the job and a diploma and you went to school, it does it for you. Hey, boom, you have this, you're gonna go up here and it's gonna be there. You're gonna go right here, it's gonna go right there. A business, you get thrown into the water, you're like, well, you're gonna land somewhere. We don't know where, but you're gonna land somewhere. And it's your job to just climb the hell out, focus, build some value, get some wins, and just start building your value from there. So yeah, that's why I think it humbles you. And I feel like for the right people that understand with me, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm delusional, but that's how I see it. You're just judged based off the value you bring to the market. And that's how you're paid. You're paid on the value you bring to the market. And I've had those jobs where I dicked around. You know what I mean? Like, I had those jobs. I mean, I did my calls and I did my work, but I dicked around. I dicked around. You know what I mean? And I still got paid the same. I got my commissions, whatever it may be. And so that's why I'm saying I think you learn to value honestly the work that you do, because you want to do good work, because you want to get paid. Because if you don't do good work, you're not going to get paid. Plus, you're going to get a bad reputation, and you're going to feel like shit. So it's a compounding downward spiral when you're a business owner and you don't value yourself. You don't value the work you do. You don't want to do a good job. You get a bad reputation. They don't want to pay you. They don't want to work with you. Whereas it could be an upward one if you look at it the other way. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope this was kind of like a little rant, but I think it'll be valuable for some people who maybe need some, I don't know, some guidance, some good advice. But that's pretty much it. Quit chasing your future self. Just become your future self. Cut off people who you don't want to talk to, who you don't want to work with, who you don't want to be with. Do what you want, where you want, with who you want it, at the time that you want it. Life is too short. And 3, be aware that business is going to humble you, and it's going to tell you where you land and the kind of value that you bring to the table. And it's your job to just work with what you got and build it from there. So I will see you guys in the next video.